Hello, all you beautiful souls. Jules here, and happy Moon Day. And Gemini, she wants a treat, so hold on. So this is our astrology forecast for February 16th to the 22nd. We have two massive astrological signatures this week. One that hasn't happened in a couple of decades, and the other that also hasn't happened in another couple decades. So like 20 years and I think around 36 years. So this happens within the next 7 days. It's going to be intense. We have an eclipse. We have Chinese New Year. We have the 0 degrees Aries point of Saturn Neptune. All so much happening this week. And we want to pay attention very closely because it's going to flash before our eyes. Literally tonight, the eclipse is happening today, I guess you can say, at 4:56 a.m. and it peaks at around 7:12 a.m. and this is Eastern time, so make sure you're gonna check the skies early this morning. So hold on, I knew she was gonna bark. So if you're an Aries, you're beginning your 2-year Saturn return right now, so I'm going through it. And the last one of our Saturn returns is most likely in our 50s for all of us. So you'll have 2 Saturn returns in your lifetime. And we have an eclipse today, this morning, that hasn't been in Aquarius in a couple of decades. So the last time that we had Saturn and Neptune, two very slow moving planets coming towards one another, it was during the Civil War. So it's a new place in life now, and I hope we're not repeating history. New life emerges with the eclipses, and when a conjunction happens, because we also have a conjunction, Saturn and Neptune, which couldn't be more different than one another, they're coming together. So it's this merging of two opposites. It's almost like a paradox, and it's in Aries. So Aries is the first sign. It goes head to head. It's an active sign. It's mobilization. It doesn't just like to sit down and think. It acts, it reacts. And we're going to be really profoundly accepting things. And then we're going to be changing and rearranging the things that we're able to. So we're starting to build this year. It is Happy New Year's. It is the Chinese New Year today, and they celebrate it for the next 3 days. So it's a time to dream, you guys. Neptune is about dreaming, dream more powerfully, imagine more powerfully, and envision change. So how do we build a community with the paradoxes of this current situation? What is dissipating? What traditional beliefs are dissolving? So practice visioning your work, your way through work. So what I like to do when I wake up is I envision my day. I'm going to do this, 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 and that. And I do it. And I see myself doing it. So when I'm actually doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting it done. For example, if you are trying to manifest a brand new car, I want you to envision yourself in that car, driving that car. How does the seats feel? Are they leather? Is it a stick shift? Are the windows tinted? I want you to feel it and want you to envision it, because the world sees that and they're like, yeah, we can get that running for you. So envisioning is now during this eclipse season. We're in it until the first week of March. We have another eclipse in Virgo, so we're in the thick of it, my friends. Now is a time to live out our thoughts and our desires. This is a mark in history this week, you guys. It is a very special week in the planets. Neptune and Saturn had been traveling through Pisces the past 3 years, and now they've entered Aries. So when things happen in Aries, we have to be aware of the heat, the fire. It's a fire sign. Anger, rage. Aries, if you're really upset an Aries, and Aries really don't get too upset. They're kind of a fiery sign, so they can spit back fireballs. But if you really upset an Aries, watch out, because their energy is on like another. I know that when I get heated, I have to calm myself down, because I know I'm going to regret what I do. I have to literally sit myself outside and take a deep breath and analyze the situation, which we usually don't. I'm a Gemini rising, so I do have that two-faced, double-sided analytical side, and I'm able to do that. But I really can feel the pressure, the heat that builds within the body types of Aries sun signs. So I want you guys to be aware of the rage that you might be feeling. And it's sometimes good to feel that rage when we're mad of things that are taking place in our world that are not right, they're not just. It's okay to carry that rage in a positive way. The last time Neptune was in Aries was during the Civil War, and when Saturn is in Aries, it's a detriment or a fall sign, so it's not necessarily an easy placement. So Saturn and Neptune in Aries is dismantling. Takes things apart, rearranges it. It's almost like lighting a match and flicking it into a house, and it just goes. And it's almost like the house of cards. Once one thing burns, everything falls down. Everything is exposed. That is not just, that is not right. We're beginning to waken up. So February 20th, this is happening Friday. And this is when we're going to have the Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. So get ready. We're pretty much already there. And then today I want you guys to just celebrate and be happy for Chinese New Year. Even though we celebrate in the American culture our New Year on the 1st of January, think of this as another fresh start. The start you might have not been ready for and are now getting in the swing of things for this year to make some moves. I know that I had a really hard start wanting to do my yoga. I was pushing backs and not doing it consistently every night. So I'd like to take this time to watch my routines and to be more mindful of my body. So I will be doing my yoga every night, and I'm going to make that promise to myself. And as I promised, I would check back in with you guys for that manifestation and desire that we made. I think it was right around November, December-ish. It was like a four month span, so that you had to manifest something. And I was manifesting a new bed and to be comfortable in it. And guess what? I'm officially pain-free in my back. I've been pain-free consistently now the past 3 weeks. So I've molded it in. I've made it beautiful. I got the headboard, all the feels. So yes, good to go with that. What did you manifest? So Much love and light to you all, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for another